Do you have a whole house water filtration system? If not, why not? Have you even checked to find out what is in your water? In this video, we're gonna show you how a whole house water filtration system is installed. Hang around to the end and we'll tell you why we use the system that we do use and why there's some other systems you really don't want to use. Now, a whole house water filtration system is something that most people don't even think about or even think that they need until they do a water test or a pH test to determine hardness and softness of their water. And I'm going to show you a link later that will give you a free third-party report that you can download as to what's in the water in your area. Okay, so when we switched over from a horrible brown water filtration system, actually the system was good, but the customer service was horrible. We switched over to a company called Halo Water. We did this because after doing research, we found out their system is one of the best systems that's out there for plumbers, plumbing companies, and homeowners to use and get very easily. Now, if you go to halowater.com and click on it and go down and ask, what's in my water? There's a link there. It will take you off their site to a third-party site. You actually put in your zip code and it will pull up a third-party water report done in your area. You will not believe some of the crazy stuff that's in there. You would not believe how many times of certain chemicals that are in our water. Some of these chemicals I have seen 500 times the allowable limit. Well, how do they get by with it? That's a question for you and your water provider. Once you determine, hey, I may want a whole house water filtration system, and a lot of people are saying at this point, look, Roger, I've got a filtration system on my kitchen sink. That's the water we drink. What if I told you you absorb it through your skin every time you take a shower, every time you soak in the bathtub? What about when your children are in the bathtub playing? Their body literally absorbs the chlorine. Things like that that are in our water that we know are bad for us, but we've got to have it there. Water cannot get from the water treatment center to our house without chlorine in it. If so, we'd have mold, mildew, and bacteria in it, and that's something we definitely don't want. So there's a need for it. It's like rinsing off your vegetables when you get them home with chlorinated water to make the chemicals go away. Something we do all the time. Once you decide you want one, you've got to decide where to put it. You need electricity and you need access to the water line. So I'm going to pull up my little drawing board real quick and I'm going to show you the two different places that you can install it. Now there are others, but I'm going to show you the two that would be the most logical for you as a homeowner and probably save you the most money. Okay, so I've got my whiteboard up here. Well, actually this is my clear board. But if you've got a valve box here, you want to take the line here, and what I like to do is put in a 3-valve bypass. The reason being, I want to be able to completely isolate the filter. Now, I know the filter has a bypass on it, but me as a plumber, I want a little more control of that. I want to make sure that I can shut off the water before it ever goes to the filter, and I can bypass it. That way, if I need to remove the filter, remove the head, do anything like that, I don't ever lose water to the house. So I'm going to show you the way I like to do it. I take the valve box and put in a 3-valve bypass. So let me go ahead and draw this. When my line comes in, where it goes straight through and normally there's a valve right there, I will come over, go into my water filter, and then come back out and come into my house. Now, to do a 3-valve bypass, you take that line right there, you put a valve there, you put a valve here, and you put a valve here. So with this valve closed, that valve open, and that valve open, you're going through the water filter. I love that. But say that something's happened. Say that I need to change the media inside of the water filter, which you don't have to do very often. You shut this valve. Now this one here goes to closed. This one goes to closed. This one goes to open. Now you're back at your city water while you work on this. So this is a good thing to do. Now, I want to show you something else real quick, another option. Say that my garage is right here. This is the way it is at my house. My driveway is right here, so this is the garage, and this was literally a little over towards the side, so it was easier for me to do. But say I wanted to put my water filtration system in the garage because I've got electricity there. Well, I can install it here, bring my lines out and go down, and then stub out down at the bottom of the floor where it comes out through the bottom of the brick, turn my lines down and over to, again, my 3-valve bypass. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw this in like I did. You've got a valve there, you've got a valve here, and then you've got a valve here. So that creates a 3-valve bypass, just like I showed you earlier, but now I've got this inside my house. That's what I wanted for my house. So once you do the water test at the house, if you're a plumber, HVAC company, I don't know, gosh, maybe even an electrician, I'd want to be able to provide my homeowners with the best choices for themselves. Once you do that test and you realize how much chlorine or how many other chemicals are in your water, once you go look at this report, this is something that you're gonna wanna be like, hey, look, do I really wanna be putting all this in my body? So we actually did this. We actually did the test with one of our customers, showed them the water before we did the install and the water after. And when you see how little chlorine is actually in the system after the test, it blew my mind. So as you can see, when we do the install outside, what we did is we dig a hole in the ground that the tank will set down in. We know how deep to dig it because we know where we need the valves up top. Then we sleeve ours, and this is something that we just choose to do because we think it's a better installation. Now, after we do that, we can fill it with pea gravel. That way we know everything's good. We're not gonna have any problems around there. We don't want any pressure on the tank, although they are rated for it. Now, me at my house, I wanted mine inside my garage. That way it's easily accessible, easy to get to, easy to look at. I can check everything, and it's electronics, so I really did want them inside. Now, they make covers for them. You can actually buy decorative stone rocks to put right in front of it. That way you don't have a tank sticking up out of your ground. People say, hey, what is this? Put the decorative rock on there, it looks good. Like I said, a backwash. That filter is gonna clean itself every now and then. You need a place for that water to go. Either a drain line or hook a hose up to it and let it irrigate your house. There's a lot of different things that you can do. I like hooking mine up to a drain line. That way you run your backwash line out, run it over, and pop it into your drain system. Now, make sure you pop it with an air gap, do things like you're supposed to do. What do you think about it? Have you tested your water? Have you looked at it to see exactly what's in the water in your area yet? If you haven't, just go check it out. That way you know. If you're a plumber or an HVAC tech, do you go out and check people's water every time you walk in their house? That's something I think every plumber should always do. Look at the age of the water heater, check their water filtration system if they have one. If they don't, definitely check their water quality. This is something you can do to bring more value to your customers. Now, if you're a plumber and you install water filtration systems, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know, do you test the water in every house you walk in? If you're a plumbing company owner, is this something you're doing or not? Because I promise you, providing this wonderful value to your customers will increase your revenue greatly. So I hope this helps you today. If you're a homeowner, check it out, see what's in your water. I know once I found out what all was in mine, I bought one immediately. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.